Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day. And today is Wednesday the 26th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day outside. Hot, a lot of levels of hot. So got up this morning, got a few things taken care of. The dog woke me up early, dealt with him, took care of the bird, all the fun stuff that comes along with that. I decided I was going to go get my run on early. I also wanted to go look for some pallets. I'm needing a few more pallets to finish off that south fence. I've got to go 2 layers high, so I need some more pallets for it. I've got a few pallets here that I could tear apart that would get me close to being what I need, but I'm using them as like my workbench to run my chop saw and kind of stuff on. So I might just have to say the heck with it and just build a quick little workbench out of some 2x4s I have laying around and make that do, and then tear those pallets apart. Plus, some of the new ones I'm finding are like very, very new, and it's going to look really strange, just like one section of all new stuff. So I'm going to have to tear at least some of these apart. So hoping to mix some new and some old back in there to kind of have that aged look going across. So we'll see, but found one pallet after all the driving around stuff. Decided I took the dog with me and stuff. My dog, I left Clyde here. He's too old to go anywhere really anymore. But we decided to go for a run down by Rotary Park. We're going from there over to Daytona State College. Saw a really cool little snake on the trail. Got a photo of some really pretty flowers. Every once in a while I'll take pictures of flowers, send to my wife. And instead of buying her flowers often, I take pictures of flowers, I'm out on runs and stuff, and send them to her, which is just that whole, it's just the concept of they want to know you're thinking about them. And I think about her all the time. So one of the things I try and do is let her know that randomly and go from there without just tagging her in crap constantly and bugging her all the time. So got the run done. Saw some homeless people in run. Saw an older lady there who was talking about another homeless looking guy with 2 German Shepherds on his bike, and she was kind of freaked out more. She was scared of the dogs, but she was more scared of the guy than she was the dogs, and so on and so forth. So her and Bruce and I stood around and talked for a few minutes, and then he came back by. The dogs were very well behaved, very well trained, and it was funny because the way she described him was, oh yeah, he barely had control of it, and he did it, and they came back by. Those dogs were like not even near the end of the leash. The one dog was even holding the leash in his mouth, and I was like, dude, I would literally, except for the fact that the guy appeared homeless, I would let him watch my dog, just that little bit of a deal. Like if I was like, hey man, could you watch my dog? I'm going to town for a few days. That right there, the guy had complete control of his German Shepherds. I was so impressed by what happened there. And unfortunately, I didn't talk to the guy because the older lady was clearly freaked out by, I think, more his demeanor and his appearance than his dogs and the way. So she bred up in her own head this scenario of how this guy's scary. So his dogs are scary and he doesn't train him and da-da-da. So in order not to make her uncomfortable, I just kind of waited the guy and he went on by through. But we got talking a little bit. She was playing with the dog stuff, asking questions about the dog. And then I gave her my card. Hopefully I will get a new dog watching client out of it. So she's got a little wiener dog she's trying to find. She's looking for a wiener dog right now, the way it sounds. So hopefully she gets a little wiener dog, and then I get myself a few bucks and watch some more dogs, because definitely nobody's really traveling, and that is what it is. Part of my fear is right now, nobody's traveling for since March. As soon as this stuff opens back up, I'm going to be mad swamped and I won't be able to go anywhere myself. So I'm a little bit annoyed by that whole fact. I feel I'm going to have a bunch of extra dogs, which my property now set up. I got double gates, I got bigger fences, I got da-da-da-da. I'm set up to handle a lot more dogs if that time comes, which hopefully, part of me doesn't want it to come, part of me does. I'd like to make, if I can make 5 times the money in one night that I make for one dog, yeah, I'm going to watch 5 dogs, assuming they all get along. So that's the big thing there. But I got my run done, got back to the truck, headed back home, got a few other things taken care of. Bruce had to lay down in the ditch a couple times, play in the water, cool off and stuff. There was one ditch, super tall grass in the water and stuff, and he kind of looked like an alligator trying to swim through. He's tucking his head in and he was getting his nose full of water. He never played in he's been in water, he's been in grass, but never been in that thick of grass with water up to literally higher than his head when he lays down and stuff. So it kind of confused him a little bit, but he had a good time with it. I let him lay in there for probably way too long, but enough time that just 5+ minutes or so probably in this net, let him lay there, let him cool off, which is always worth it, because anytime I take the dog when it's hot like this, I have to do what I can to keep him cool, because he's an old man now. So, but it is what it is. We got back to the house, got a few other things taken care of, spent some time in the yard, worked on some weed controls and some other weeding stuff and different little things here and there. It becomes, I don't know, it's one of those things, part of me wants to just go out here and just do a complete gut on my yard and just spend 10 grand and just bring in all kinds of dirt and all kinds of sod and bring in the fancy, like, resort type chairs and stuff, hanging all this. Like, I really wanted to just go like full on, like just get it done in 1 minute. Even get rid of my fences I put up, even the really cool wood fence right here behind me I love. Get rid of that, just put in like a brick looking, like full on, like what you'd see like a resort. And I'm thinking, that's not me though. I don't want that. But every once in a while I look around going, oh, I need to fix it, I need to do this. And I just don't. Like, even like right up here, if you can really see it or not, but there's a rip in my canopy. I can fix that. I have the money to buy a new top for this. It just doesn't affect me. So I'm gonna iron it. I'm gonna put a little iron patch on it and stuff. I'm gonna fix it that way. I'm gonna basically move along and go from there. And it's just one of those things, like, I don't know, maybe I grew up way too shit poor to waste money on that kind of stuff when I can do it myself. And there's a few things I do need to get my yard seeded a little better, but I don't want to put too much time and effort into sod sticks. I got to bring it up another 3 inches of raising it up, and I don't want to bring, I don't know, having trouble finding them, having trouble getting, I need to order 15 ton of black dirt and just start shoveling it, and I don't want to have to shovel. I'm hoping to buy it a truckload at a time. I can't find it's willing to sell me a truckload, 1 ton or 3/4 ton scoop of good topsoil, 1 load at a time. I even offered to pay, like, I'll pay damn near the full, 15 ton price for the 1 ton. I'll pay half. So I'll pay half, 7.5 tons for the price for 1 ton if you get the scoop. And they're like, nope. And I'm just like, God, it just drives me nuts. So, and I'm trying to avoid shoveling it off the ground into my barrel, into my wheelbarrow, into my wagon, or into my truck. Drag it back in and shovel it back out again. I don't want to double shovel it, because shoveling it from down below up is a lot harder than shoveling it from up and down. So that's going to be a thing. Plus, if I dump 15 ton out front, I don't have a skid steer or something, the amount of time it's going to take me to shovel 15 ton of dirt into wheelbarrows, roll it back here, scrape it out, move it back forward and back and forth, back and forth. Every time it rains, that shit's going to just wash into my ditch out front, and I don't want my retention ditch, my drainage ditch, I don't want that filled up with all my good topsoil, because one, it's going to back up, cause mosquito problems. There's a lot of issues with the whole thing. So who knows? Maybe someday I'll just say to hell with it and just go rent myself a skid steer again, order myself 15 ton of dirt, and then just at least drag it to the backyard, and I can spread it out from there and go from there. But who knows? It is what it is. But yeah, I got that taken care of. Got back here to the house, hung around a little bit of stuff, got here to the dogs. He's basically that little old man right there. He's just kind of just out of it pretty much for the best part, but it is what it is. Came out here, hung outside for a while, let them play around a little bit, and basically chilled out and pretty much got done with that. Karen got home from work. I went ahead, before that, I had my shower and stuff, went to Publix, picked up I found some lamb. Actually, I love lamb. They have some lamb that was there in the shelf. They don't have lamb hardly ever. Saw some lamb, picked up some of it, picked up some pork chops, I think it was. It was some kind of pork, and then picked up some pre-made burgers, which I don't usually do pre-made burgers, but I thought, hey, why not give it a try, see how easy it is. Knocked them out, grabbed some buns, grabbed some of their $5 sushi, which I'm a big fan of the $5 sushi at Publix. It's not great sushi, come on, it's not. But I got the spicy tuna roll, I got the cream cheese salmon, and then I got the crunchy roll. And the crunchy roll, I love the crunchies, but it's a California roll with some crunches on top. It's nothing impressive, but the sauce they put on it and those crunchies are delicious. So I grabbed all 3 of those, which really all we need is 1 roll each. So I ended up having enough for lunch tomorrow, which will be super, super cool. And I will be definitely looking forward to that as well. So Karen got home, we ate some dinner. She had some issues going on that she had to kind of vent about, some different things in life that I do my best to try, and I didn't do perfect, but I tried not to fix things. I tried to let her just vent, and then I gave her a couple options, like, hey, this is how I would do things, and I don't know. I wish I was better. I really do. That's a giant flaw of mine. I can't just sit there and let somebody vent. I feel like if I think there's a chance to fix it or something I could do to make it better, I feel like I have to, especially with somebody I care about, somebody I love. And that is a giant downside of mine, which I know a lot of men have that problem, and I am one of them men. So work through that a little bit of stuff. We'll see how it just goes on. It's just one of those things that everybody has things in life that suck, and luckily we're in a position in our life that we have the power to walk away from sucky things. We have money in the bank, we have food in our pantry, we have gas in our tanks, and we can do something else. We have enough money in the bank right now that we can't do nothing for the rest of our lives, by no means at all, but we could very easily do something much different. So, and who knows what that different may be. That different may be, I have no idea, it's hard telling, but it could be anything, could be nothing. Just keep doing everything she's doing right now and stuff, and just keep plugging along, dealing with the stress in life we have, the people, the things around us and stuff. But we also just may say to hell with it, flip the house real quick, sell it, rent the house out, hire a agency that comes in and maintains our house, and just basically take $1,000 off the top check a month after expenses and stuff, and basically go live in some island somewhere. Who the hell knows? So it's very hard telling, and you can live pretty well in a third world country for $1,000 a month just off that alone, not counting in our income that we have. And then we have other incomes that would be also bringing us money in as well. So I got the money like from the Iowa housing stuff coming in. I've got YouTube monies coming in, all kinds of different stuff that's involved there that would be easily enough that we could go live the simplest life you could ever imagine, and then find the smallest little job somewhere, even if it's, shucking, oysters somewhere on the beach, and live like kings, literally live like kings with the money that we would be able to handle. So, but I doubt that's going to be the case. So as of right now, she still has to be here. Her dad's here, blah, blah, so on and so forth. Her dad's foreman, but close enough. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.